would caution on calling it extended remote work. I think it's here to stay. And I don't think it's around making short-term decisions. It's around making long-term decisions. I think that, we're in early stages here right now. And, without an effective vaccine, we're going to be in sort of this operating mode for quite some time. And so I think this is the opportunity to make the right investments that are actually the long-term investments. And I think that as companies moved quickly and adopted maybe new tools and new ways of working, the platforms, of course, that we saw that had a dramatic increase in usage were services that supported any form of conversation exchange or collaboration and so on, sort of that communication fabric for an organization. And of course, we've seen what's happened with services like Zoom and WebEx and Slack and Teams, and even services like Box as well. We've seen a significant increase in the adoption of and usage of our platform, for sharing and collaboration and secure remote work. Email actually still, surprisingly, and maybe I shouldn't say surprisingly, it's been around for 50 years, I think people are still addicted to email. But I think that those are sort of the base level sort of services that are now, if you have those types of services in place, are proving, of course, to be extremely valuable. I think organizations that may have had maybe a more legacy technology footprint struggle to transition. I think the one thing, though, that I would also caution is, of course, is that responding to a crisis like this does not mean security threats or compliant risks are any less pervasive. And in fact, we have seen it at Box, and I know other technology leaders have as well, an uptick in COVID-19 malware attacks, leveraging bogus news articles around COVID, malicious emails and things like that. So the attack surface has changed. And I think that any time we're thinking about new technologies and new services, we have to make sure we're thinking through our security architecture and building security in as we accelerate our digital agenda.